All right, so today is the first day where I'm gonna start going through the high caliber morning routine so that people get a handle on the benefits of this. This thing is going to make it so that you receive a handoff from the day before, and it's gonna make it so that you touch all of the important parts of your life, which will help you develop an agenda of your own so that you are more able to say yes and identify the things that are your responsibility, your agenda, your life's mission, and to say no to the things that interfere with that with greater conviction and confidence. So the top of the page is really simple. It's just a daily, it's just the date. And then as you move down, by the way, these pages are available for download. You can just go to the website. There'll be a link below that'll take you to a page, and there you can download the front and back along with the template for the bookmark, and easy peasy. And just follow along, watch these videos. They're going to be put into a playlist, and you'll be able to track along. Okay, so first thing you do is fill out the date. I don't like to write it in. I just circle the month, circle the day of the week. And then for me, underneath here, I have 4 boxes. One is for water, one is for stretch, one is for blood pumping. Nobody needs to tell me to get a cup of coffee, right? But somebody needs to tell me, I need to tell me, that I need to do some push-ups and crunches, that I need to get a glass of water, and that I need to do some stretching. I don't like any of that stuff. I don't like drinking water, stretching, crunches, push-ups. I don't like any of that stuff. But I know that I have to come here and check this off. This is my daily reminder. A lot of the time I get it done before I even get to my my binder. Okay, now the next one here is there's a little arrow that points to the previous page. And one of the things that's awesome about the previous page is that the night before, so this is based off of the idea of own the first 30 minutes of your day, own the last 30 minutes of your day, and most of the stuff in between is going to be much easier to control and manage, and you'll be way more in line with the life that you want to live. Okay, so so on the night before, you've got this page over here that says, you know, what do I wish that I would have had more of today, with a series of options. You just check one. In this case here, I wrote clarity. Next to it, there's a handful of lines where, in this case, I wrote, I was unclear on my agenda and wasted a lot of very useful time. Then under that, I write one sentence to inspire tomorrow. So I talk to tomorrow me, and then basically just one sentence where I try to encourage or educate or point myself, or like say, hey, don't do this again, or do this and you will be happier. So I try to talk to myself. It's actually at the end of a whole lot of stuff where I kind of get into the mind of, I need to coach me. Nobody's coming for me. I need to come for myself and give myself, be a friend to myself. So by the time I get here, I'm feeling friendly toward myself for sure. And so I write myself something like, in this case here, lay out the best investment of time so that you can get valuable work done. So this morning when I get up in the morning and I've drank my water, done my crunches, done my push-ups, stretched, drank my half a cup of coffee, I open this up, and the first thing that I do is I read to myself, lay out the best investment of time so that you can get valuable work done. And basically I'm receiving the baton from yesterday. Yesterday I handed myself a baton and went to bed, and then I got up and I received that baton. There's a lot of times in our lives when we don't grab the message from the day before, or we wait months. We got to have our heads beat in before we move and get out of the way, and we duck and we start leveraging and doing things that are in the interest of the lives that we want to live. Okay, so the first thing that I write myself is the prompt is just dear self. And in this case here, I talked about today's agenda, the things that I want to get done today. The next prompt is today I'm looking forward to this. And again, sometimes that can have to do with the day's agenda, the stuff that I have that I'm stoked about. It can also be sometimes I have a meeting and I'm super excited about meeting that person. It gives me an optimism about the day. And sometimes this may take a little bit for me to write something in there. It may take me a little bit to remember, hey, you know what? My life's pretty dope. I got cool stuff going on. And all of our lives, in some respect, have some really cool stuff. And as long as we get our brain cycling in the idea of we got cool stuff to be about. The third prompt, my theme word for today. In this case here, I put my theme word for today is invest, because that is what I am going to need to do. Okay, so those are the first few prompts. There's 10 total on the front, followed by at some point when I'm writing, I don't journal very well. Like handing me a blank page and say, just write something in there doesn't work super well for me. But when I go through these prompts and I've had a chance to kind of get into a rhythm, something in one of these prompts strikes me hard, hits me a little different than the rest. And that's when I sit here and I write something. Sometimes it can only be, it's only the top. Sometimes it's 2/3 of the way down. Sometimes it's the whole page. But I get to writing and getting my thoughts out, and I get an idea flowing. And because of the nature of these prompts, by the time I hit the bottom, I really want the best for myself. And this is the reason why, this is a huge part of the reason why I can say no to people. I don't need to be rude about it. I can say no and be like, hey man, sorry, I've got my own agenda. If it doesn't mesh with my agenda, then I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna say it politely, kindly. I am not here to live a life where I throw away my own agenda, my own life, the priorities that are in my life, and look back with massive amounts of regret. So this is part of the reason why I can say no super freely, kindly, but firmly. All right, I'm Adam Funderburg, the owner of highcalibercoaching.org. And if you want to get this, it's a free download. Just go to highcalibercoaching.org and you will find the links there. There's also links down below in the description. 100% free. I will catch you later. Bye-bye.